Hello everyone, welcome back to lesson 37. There's two more problems that I kind of wish I had showed you guys earlier in the video, so let me just knock these out really fast. Sometimes it's going to ask you to actually, given some rectangular coordinates, to find the actual parametric representation for those. So these are the two most common ones that you guys will see, and so one is going to be given through points and one is going to be through a system of x and y quantity squared. So the formula that you would see, and there's such an easy way of doing this, so I would not even suggest it, but if you guys look sometimes at books for these problems, you would see that they'd have this random equation right here, which it's point slope is really what it is. And then it just gets a little confusing on what's going on with this. This is all you need to do for these problems. So x sub 1 is going to be equal to -2, and y sub 1 is going to be equal to 5. It doesn't matter which point you choose. You could have had this as 4 and -13. It does not matter. So x sub 1 is equal to -2 and y sub 1 is equal to 5. I just chose the first point. So in order to go from -2 to 4, so in order to go from -2 to 4 on your number line, you would have to add 6. You have to add 6. All right, so let's remember that. So x of 2 is going to be 4, so that's a difference of plus 6. If I'm going from 5 all the way down to -13, well, that's going to be a difference of -18. So again, from y sub 1 to y sub 2, -18. So your answer to this problem is going to be x is going to be equal to -2. This is our starting, whatever it is. And it's going to be, since it's positive here, it's going to be plus 6t. Done. Y is going to be equal to the initial, which is 5. And this is going to be negative, so it's going to be minus 18t. Done. That's all you have to do. Don't worry about these equations. Don't worry about it. So this is your initial value, and this is going to be the change that you had, your translation, if you will, from your first x to your second x. From your first y to your second y. Simple, awesome, fantastic. For this next example, we want to get this number to be 1. And this is very common. You guys did this when you're looking at solving, conic problems in the past. You would always want, if it's an ellipse or a parabola, you always want this to be 1, right? So you would get rid of whatever that number is as 1. So we're going to take the cosine one, or we're going to take the x squared one, and we're going to set this equal. We're going to set this equal to cosine squared x. Because again, I can say this as cosine squared x here, and I'm going to take this guy right here, and I'm moving this all the way over here. This is going to be y plus 5 squared over 25. This is going to be equal to sine squared. And actually, let me change this up because we're trying to make it into a parametric function. So this should be a t. So cosine squared of t plus sine squared of t is equal to 1. I haven't changed anything yet. I just made this cosine of t and this made the sine of t. And the rest of it, ladies and gentlemen, is just, we just kind of go ahead and do what we got to do. Let's take the square root of both sides. We're going reverse from what we did before. So we're going to take the square root of both sides. We're going to get x minus 2 over 5 is equal to cosine of t. I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply. And so I'm going to get x minus 2 is equal to 5 cosine of t. And then we're solving for x. So x is going to be equal to 5 cosine of t plus 2. And this is, again, just going backwards from what we did in the very second video. So this one, we're going to take the square root of both sides. We're going to cross multiply by 5. And we're going to subtract 5. And there you go. That's how you do these particular problems. I'm also noticing that, looking at this problem now, that this was a 3. So let me fix my little silly mistake with this, because I know that I just go very fast with this and I get excited about it. So let me go ahead and fix all this right here. I could have edited this out, but why not? We all make mistakes. So yeah, so this should be a 3. So you get x is equal to 5 cosine of t plus 2, and you get y is equal to -3 plus 5 sine of t. And there you go. That is your examples for that. So 5 minutes. That's it. We're done with lesson 37, and I'll see you guys in the next video lesson. Take care.